staff and our counselors and our officers, the ACCA members that are here, and all of our other guests, our special guests. I would like to first introduce to you Mr. David Westfall.
Hi, I'm David Westfall. I'm the National Chorus Business Rep, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about where the ACCA award came from. 12 years ago, the Advisory Committee on Chorus Affairs at Actors Equity Association created an award to bring recognition to an important and largely overlooked segment of our industry, the chorus. It was intended to look beyond the caliber of the choreography or the music and lyrics, to not be clouded by dazzling special effects or most impressive sets and costumes. It was meant to look at the actual contribution that each chorus makes to the overall production. We all know that the chorus is the lifeblood of a show, and it can often be the transfusion that's brought in to save a dying member. Those your members are really helpful. The first Broadway chorus to receive the ACCA award was Legally Blonde. During the following years, it has gone to In the Heights, West Side Story, Fela, The Scottsboro Boys, Newsies, Pippin, Beautiful the Carole King Musical, An American in Paris, Shuffle Along, and last year to Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. This year, the ACCA voted to present the award to Once on This Island. Awards are great to receive, no matter where they come from. You like to know that somebody recognized you and thought you did a good job. And that your being in the show made it better. But when the award comes from the heart of your fellow actors and peers who know the business, it's that much sweeter. Congratulations to the chorus of Once on This Island.
We actually honor you. If you guys could indulge me a little bit. I am honored that this is my first ceremony as a second vice president. So my father had always instilled in me to know your history, know where you come from, and it seems like a pretty perfect theme for today. So while the ACCA Awards honor the Broadway chorus, it is also on occasion honored those who make the chorus a priority. Those who understand the level of talent and hard work that goes into the job of being a chorus member, and they continue to publicize and promote those talented individuals. In 2012, the ACCA awarded Walter McBride the Spirit Award for his continued dedication for chronicling the Gypsy Robe ceremony by photographing every opening night. Because of him, we have our history documented in pictures. And despite what we may call it, our chorus members can look back at all the recipients who shared the robe before them. Today, I am honored to present the Spirit Award to another outstanding individual who has had profound impact on the chorus. She has spent the last 26 years representing the chorus, both on council and for the last 9 years as the second vice president. She's chaired ACCA for 9 years. She has negotiated contracts for the last 20 years with a voice that constantly reminds producers, as well as our council sometimes, that the chorus is vital. When asked for quotes about her, there were many about her tenacity. If you didn't know her father, who is also a counselor, you can kind of tell where she got it from. Her uncle wrestled alligators. That is true. I found that on her Facebook page. She is a tireless cheerleader for the dance captain. She champions the swing. She created Swing Day. All that while raising her incredible daughter, Baron. She is street smart, but kind. She is dignity with a little bit of scrappiness. And I hope to emulate her and attempt to fill those big shoes. It is my honor to award the ACCA Spirit Award to Miss Rebecca Kim Jordan.
Which is probably a good thing. So short and sweet, like us. It has been a privilege to represent this body of artists throughout the years, and you've all made me proud. And I don't know who said this, but we're storytellers, and when words are not enough, we sing. And when we sing and that's not enough, we dance. And in this climate that does not support the union, and it doesn't support artists, we need to still tell that story and keep singing and keep dancing louder and faster and more. And the staff here, and your representatives, and you as members have to keep fighting on. So thank you for this. It means a whole lot, and I was really surprised.
And now on to the main event. So I had the honor of seeing Once on this Island twice. And the first time I went, I was completely transported to the Caribbean, to the world, to the story. The second time I went, I was able to look at the how. And how was this theater able to completely transform us to another place? And I believe the answer was the chorus, the storytellers. They created the culture of the island. When you came in, they were creating relationships and history, all in that opening sequence with a goat and a chicken and water. Their voices created the sounds of the island, the car crash, the storm, the ball. There was a little girl sitting next to me who leaned over and she said, "Dad, where are the birds?" Because she heard the birds. The chorus were the birds. They literally create the world by moving the set back and forth effortlessly. At least it looks that way. My favorite part, and I told the cast this when I got to visit them, was the moment before Act 2. Not before Act 2, in Act 2, before they dance. And I don't know, I'm sure everyone who's seen it remembers this moment where they pull back that carpet and they start to dance. And it's not the dancing that did me in. It was the moment each of them had before they stepped up to dance. That anticipation that you could see on all their faces, it was pure joy. So thank you, because you made me want to be in that community. I'm always thrilled when I see a show and I know that the director and choreographer has taken time to make sure everyone on stage feels appreciated. And each person feels that they're important, and if they weren't there, the show wouldn't happen. So that's what I believe Once on this Island is. It feels like the history. It feels like that celebration of love and life. So I thank you. I would love to introduce to you our executive director, Mary McCall.
First of all, I promise that we're not going to make Jen Cody stand on a cardboard box ever again. So I want to say hello to new friends. I had the opportunity to come and meet with many of you a couple of weeks ago, right? We had a long conversation, and I told you at that point in time that you had the full weight of your union behind you, right? That's a different discussion than we're going to have today. But what I hope you feel is the appreciation and recognition from your colleagues, your fellow artists that have the same calling, that do the same work, that they are rewarding you for the beautiful performance that you gave. I had the opportunity after our meeting to be shown around by your mighty PSM and see how difficult the work is that you do. All of the hurdles you have to jump to be able to get to the place where you can do those beautiful performances, and it is mind-boggling. And when I came to the show, I went into the theater and I knew, right? I knew what was going on. I knew the difficulty of managing all of the different parts of that set. But I got in and sat down. I was there by myself. I got in and I sat down and I immediately was very emotional, and I'm not very emotional. I don't usually get that way. And before anything started, I was sort of choked up, and I remained choked up all the way through. And so I thank you for that. I thank you for the opportunity of seeing that beautiful performance and participating with you in that performance. You still have the full weight of the union behind you. I'm on your side. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'd like to bring out our president, Kate Schindler.
Not only do I not need the box, not only do I not need the box, I'm amazed that the box supports you. I stood on this box. First of all, congratulations to all of you. I first encountered Once on This Island when I was, I want to say, a sophomore in college working on the wardrobe run crew, and I was mesmerized by it, as I think we all are when we first come across the beautiful story that you guys get to tell every night. You know, I ran late with my show viewing this year because I was working on a show, and our first vice president, Melissa Robinette, had been contacted by, through a teacher that she was working with, and told me that she was bringing a young woman, a young African-American student from Charlotte, who I don't believe had ever seen a Broadway show, to see your show. And it happened to be on Monday night, and she said, you know, I'm going to take this young lady, but you know, obviously I only got 2 tickets. And I said, well, then why don't I go with you the same night so that her mom can come as well? And so I didn't just get to experience this incredible storytelling that you all do. I got to also experience it through the eyes of this young woman who wants to be in the theater and was able to look at what you were all putting on that stage and see a future for herself in it. It was really special. It was really special that, you know, Melissa, who's a doer, also made sure we got a backstage tour, and your PSM took us around, and it was remarkable. It was remarkable what you do. I know that there have been some challenges, as Mary alluded to, but we're working on it, and it is very much on our radar. And in spite of any challenges that you all have to deal with, you'd never know it from the audience, and you'd never know it if you were a 17-year-old girl from Charlotte, North Carolina, who thinks maybe I could be on Broadway too and tell stories this way. So I'm so thrilled that the ACCA has chosen you guys. Everybody deserves it, but this one's really special. Thank you.
I would like to bring up Corey Jenkins. Dun, 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 dun.
Hi, everyone. My name is Corey Jenkins, and I'm very honored to be the contractual business rep for this amazing show. And I've been asked to read something special to the cast from somebody special. To the chorus of Once on This Island, congratulations on this wonderful award. I can't imagine a group of artists more deserving of such an honor. In fact, when Michael Arden first told me about his ideas for this production, and I first heard Anne-Marie Milazzo's vocal orchestrations, I wasn't sure if a group of actor-musicians could pull it off, actor-musicians who could pull it off existed, but that was before I met all of you. Your voices, your souls, your hearts, and all of your incredible artistic skills lifted this production to places where I didn't dare to dream we could go. I'm sending you so much love today and all the congratulations in the world. There is so much magic in all of you, and it is so wonderful that you are so deservedly being celebrated today. With love, Chris Fenwick, Music Supervisor.
Last chance. Anyone else want to speak? No? Okay. So now it is with great pleasure that I present the chorus of Once on This Island with the ACCA Award for Outstanding Chorus. If you'll please come up and get your awards as I call your name. Darlicia Searcy. Roderick Covington. Delerue. Tyler Hardwick. Oh, sorry. Cassandra James. David Jennings. Grace Ann Kingsbury. Lauren Lott, who may be on the phone. Yay! T. Oliver Reed. And Aurelia Williams. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations, you guys. So all of our guests, ooh, that was weird. All of our guests are invited up to the 16th floor for food after the pictures. So thank you.